Hello. How is everybody? Hello, Don Marie, Sunnyside, Simon. Uh, who we got? Diane. Hello. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. And you know what? If you had a simple Christmas, that's cool because the first one was very simple. One star lit the sky and a king was born. So if you had a quiet, and if you had a chaotic one, good. That kind of chaos is fun too. It's the good kind of chaos. And if it's not over, party on. Party on. I had a good Christmas. I mean, it's when you lose people over the years, of course your Christmases change. Kids grow up. Hello, watcher. Kids grow up, people pass away. So it's different, but I'm grateful. My son was here, sober, clean. Um, he actually got into the spirit of Christmas. He actually did some shopping on his own. It was like, yeah, a lot of people had a small, different type of Christmas. And like I said, I've always been a firm believer that the Santa part of Christmas is for kids. The whole gift giving and all of that. I love to give gifts. And I got to be honest with you, Chance got me this diamond necklace and it's beautiful. And it was so funny when he gave it to me. He goes, "It's lab grown, Mom, but it's still expensive." And it wouldn't matter to me if he got it out of a freaking bubblegum machine. He got the pleasure of buying something for his mother. And, you know, I had a great, it's a different kind of Christmas. You're right, Simon. It's a different kind of Christmas, you know. And if you just were alone and with your own thoughts, then that's okay too. Yeah. I mean, did you cry? No. I almost cried, but I didn't. I didn't. Okay. I was just talking to somebody in Discord about this. Every Christmas, I get up, my son's almost 40 years old. It's been a lot of years since I've had a little one wake up at the crack of dawn. But every Christmas, no matter where I'm at, whether I was living in Florida alone or wherever, I get up, I put on my mom and dad and family's favorite, the family that's passed on, I put on their favorite Christmas music. I play some family videos that were converted to DVD years ago and now probably need to be converted to something else. But I unwrap my memories. I have a good cry. I have a couple good laughs. And then I get myself together. I get in the shower. For Christmas this year, I made breakfast for the ones that showed up here. And then we all packed up and went to my brother's house. So it's okay, Simon. Have a good cry. Yes, I still do, Sunnyside. It gets plugged in at Christmas time. It gets hooked up at Christmas time to watch my DVD, and then it gets thrown in a closet to collect dust the rest of the year. But yes, because that's what my home movies are on. They're on a DVD. I don't know. What else is after DVD? What do you put them on? But I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I noticed the tomfoolery around here still going on. Um, Laura, I looked at your community post. You're over there bitching about Brittany J lying about the price of a Switch, a Nintendo Switch plus Mario Kart. And then I find that totally ironic. But then I go and read your comments, and somebody says, "Why do you care?" And you say, "Because I'm being lied to." Lord, did you give her money towards that? Did you give her money towards that Switch? Why do you care if she says it was $4,999? Why do you care? Lord, this is the exact same thing that was done to you when, like, you were out Christmas shopping and you were telling your live chat, well, I really want to get Dayton this gaming. No, you didn't lie about the price of it, but you were live streaming and you really wanted to get Dayton this gaming, I don't know, a gaming PC or something. And that this was the last day of the sale and he might not get it this year. And one of your supporters PayPal'd you, Cash Apped you, whatever, the money right there on the spot. And Dayton got his gaming PC. I was happy to see the kid got it. Why do you care if Brittany J's kids get a Switch with Mario Kart attached to it? Hey, Kathy, I don't get it. Why do you care? Now, if Brittany J came on and said, you know, my kid's not going to have any Christmas unless y'all send me money, and come to find out somebody else had supplied her, her kid's Christmas, they had a perfectly fine Christmas before. I don't get it. I don't get it. All the scamming and grifting that goes on around here. And you want to pick out a woman overpricing a Nintendo Switch with Mario Kart, which I'm sure was probably for one of her kids. Yeah, the whole wish list thing, you know, why is it, Laura, you can have wish lists, and I don't understand it, Laura. You know, I heard you ranting and raving in your car the other day about the numbers that Queen Bee. I don't get why 1,000 people go and sit and watch Queen Bee. I don't understand it either. But who cares? Why do people throw money at this one? I don't understand it. What you're basically saying, Laura, is why aren't they throwing money at me? Well, they don't like you. Your people like you. Their people don't like you. They have more money. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I've been watching that Angel Tree drama on TikTok, Bolo. I am so shocked at some of these people. But then again, I kind of see the flip side. If you go out and you advertise your Angel Tree shopping that you're doing as a kindness, as a, you know, and you put it on this platform or any platform, I don't know if you're expecting ass pats, but you're gonna get trolled. You know, yeah, it's just the way it is. I was blown away by the Angel Tree drama. I still kind of am. I mean, how does anybody bitch about free stuff? I don't know. I saw Queen Bee spent her Christmas going live and dragging BJ, playing OBJ. I don't understand that. I get it. Some people don't have things to do on Christmas. Some people don't have family, so they tune into whatever's on YouTube. But it's one day out of the year, man. One day out of the year that if you were going to do a Christmas stream, could you not just do a happy one? I totally agree, Don Marie. There is so much tomfoolery going on around here. Okay, but I didn't type in chat because I didn't want to, upset the birthday girl because she can't stand me. Happy birthday, Pepper. So I politely did not type in chat, and Wendy V was talking. She brought up Jenny Jen Jen, or she didn't. Someone in her chat brought up Jenny Jen Jen and Jenny's doxing Discord. Okay, it was disgusting. like Simon said earlier, I can't stand Jenny Jen Jen. She happens to be a friend of his. Big deal. I don't care. It doesn't change my opinion about Simon. But right there in the chat is Darren from Dublin, whoever in the fuck that is. And I just saw where he threatened to swat Capone. Hey, Kathy Rebuilds. I don't have any problem with Wendy V. I don't. Sunnyside, I really don't. I did feel a little uncomfortable at the way she was talking to Diane, because I know Diane's always thought very highly of Wendy, or at least in the last few years, has thought very highly of Diane. And I felt like she was like jabbing at her and shit. I even went into Diane's Discord and said, "Who the fuck does Wendy B think she is?" I don't give a fuck. I'm not saying anything behind her back. I don't have a problem with Wendy V. But if Diane wants to do some sort of stream, around the new year where she has people on panel, some of these people she might have fought with in the past, some of these people maybe not. I don't know. But if she wants to do it, why, who the fuck cares? I agree, Bolo. I'm totally with you. JJJ is a loser. But Simon and Jenny go way back and they're friends, and that's between Simon and Jenny. But the whole Wendy V thing, I felt like, dang man, Wendy's really taking shots at Diane here. And Wendy V's like, well, you can do it, but I don't think it's going to work out too well for you. And you can do it, but I'm going to have to go back and correct all the lies. Or you could just not watch. Kind of like I did with most of the people. I didn't watch Laura. I read her community post. She did her little car stream the other day. I clicked on it. Within 2 minutes, she's like, why in the hell is she sitting over there with 900 people in her chat? And I thought, why in the hell do you care? I think her point was you can't selectively bring up the past. Well, yeah, if it's your panel, you can. If it's your panel, you can talk about anything you want to. Diane doesn't have to let anybody up that knocks on the backstage door she doesn't want. I just don't. I felt like Wendy was really taking shots at Diane, and I didn't understand it. By the way, like I said, I didn't type in there because I didn't want to upset Pepper. It's her birthday. I've been told she's going through some medical issues. I wish her the best. I hope, everything, it's not my business to talk about, so I'm not putting it out there, but I hope everything works out. But I don't even recognize half the people in Wendy V's anymore. I don't know Darren from Dublin other than the fight or the going back and forth between half of Laura's old Patreons and Mandy Bell and Darren and the other half, and they're going back and forth. I had to block Tyra Boo from my not from my channel, but from my messenger, because she was playing head games, and she thinks I was upset because she was hanging out in Makeup Mobsters and Leanna's, or wait a minute, that's the same person, and Science Girls while they were dragging me. I wasn't upset about that. People I know hang out over there all the time while they're dragging me. That doesn't, I don't care. Um, what I was upset about is while she's sitting in there, while I'm being drugged for filth, and fairly enough, whatever. I'm not complaining that I was being drugged, but while I'm being drugged for filth, Tyra's sitting in there, and then she's messaging me saying that all these other people are fucking with her. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. That's being an emotional succubus. Hello, Rachel. Darren regularly intimidates others. Well, I don't know, but he's running around threatening to swat Capone. which we all know I was the first one to speak up when Capone was Laura's watchdog. And when him and Laura fell out, he ran straight to Leanna and Alicia. And I was like, why would you go straight to Laura's haters? That will not work out well. And it didn't. I don't know him. Sit down with Rachel. Hey, let me ask you a question, Rachel. Why did Texas Girl put up that community post and it's Sean and Mandy on it, and she's telling you and Rooster to come clean about who you are? Totally confused. Is she insinuating that you're Sean and Mandy? I don't really care who you are at this point. You know, you are who you are. I made a guess you were Texas Girl and Mr. Texas Girl, and obviously I was wrong. It should be okay to move on, Don Marie, if you just because you don't talk to anybody anymore. But what I noticed about Tyra is she goes back and she deletes a lot of her messages. So if you're going to put anything out there, remember that Tyra goes back and cleans up her messages. And yes, I have proof of it. I literally messaged her and said, why are you deleting messages between her and I? I'm not putting them out. Why are you deleting them? So it was just easier for me to block Tyra. I wish her well. Yes, prayers to Pepper. Of course. Prayers to anybody who is, battling any kind of disease or illness. But I will say that when Alicia was going through it and Laura was going through it, Pepper didn't really ease up on them any. But it is what it is. But I'm not going to go at Pepper. I had what I had to say about Pepper a couple years ago, and I'm done. Like I said, I did not want to type in Wendy B's chat because I did not want to upset Pepper. It's her birthday, for the love of God. She should be able to type in her friend's chat without me. Happy birthday, Pepper. Didn't want to fuck up your good day. Why are you bringing up old issues? This has already been addressed. I didn't see it addressed. Sit down with Rachel. That's why I was asking. I wasn't accusing. I was asking why Texas Girl put that community post up. It was confusing to me. I don't know who you are. It doesn't matter who you are at this point. I don't give a shit. I guessed the first time and I guessed wrong. I was just real confused. Hello, Darren from Dublin. Yeah, did you threaten to send the police to Capone's, Darren from Dublin? Did you do that? Because I saw it. I saw where you wrote, "Don't be surprised when the police knock on your door, Capone." That's not cool. Not cool at all. So you didn't write that? Someone made that up? Hey, Mrs. Leah. Hey, Capone. I have more threats and doxes from him I can show. Whose kids did he dox? I know you're going to say Mandy Bell's. You're going to say he's Mandy Bell's. I asked him about that. I said, did you dox Mandy Bell's kids? Because that's wrong. And he said, no, he put the town in which Mandy Bell lives in, which also wrong. but also been out there for 100 years now. I know, Bolo. His online harassment of women will probably see him arrested. I never said I'm calling cops. Well, when you say something like that, Darren, don't be surprised when the cops show up at your door. That sounds like a threat. So he's in here. Maybe you can tell him, I wasn't threatening you. Because, Darren, it's YouTube, and I'm talking about the fuckery that I see going on. Well, Capone, you don't really have any proof that he's doing it for Zero and Pepper. Yes, I've seen your name and your picture be doxxed. Yes, I have. Hypothetically speaking, if he's doxing kids and bodies, he will probably be questioned by whomever he is doxing. Are you telling me not to lie about you? I'm not lying about you, Darren. I'm telling you what I saw. I have it. You said, Capone, don't be surprised if the police knock on your door. Oh, for fuck's sakes, right, Bolo? I'm over the whole doxing shit, but back to Diane's panel. Wendy B said, it's just going to open up old wounds or something to that. Don't quote me on that. And I'm thinking or it's going to start arguments or whatever. Nothing that happened years ago, other than Oni being a serial swatter and Jay for Justice covering for him, nothing is compared to what's going on these YouTube streets right now. People getting FOIA'd, people threatening people with their kids' videos, CPS calls, nothing could be brought up on Diane's from years ago that can compare to what's going on these streets right now. I don't know if you know where he lives or not, Darren. Okay, enjoy your life, Darren. I'm just telling you what I saw. I ain't picking a side, but it should be real easy for you and Capone to just say, you know what, I ain't gonna fuck with you and don't fuck with me. And if you're out white knighting for Pepper and Mandy and Zero and all them, and Capone is out white knighting, and Capone, you are known to be a white knighter, and you're out white knighting, then just either stop or deal with each other. I don't give a fuck. I gotta be honest with you. I brought it up because I've seen it. Hey, critters, Tawanda. I've known Darren in a different setting. He's always been very kind. I'm confused. Hey, Lennon. Oh, cool. The kids are coming for lunch. I don't know Darren from Adam's house cat. I know the screen. I know what I saw him write, and it appears to be a threat to Capone. I've known Capone for years. I know how he can go into comment sections and chats and stand up for whoever he thinks he's defending, whether they're worthy of being defended or not. Now, I did hear that Capone doxed Mandy Bell's city or state or whatever. You don't know me, but you talk. Yes, Darren, welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet. Do you know Capone? Do you know him? Do you know Mandy Bell? Do you know her? This is the internet, Darren. I'm sorry to hear about your dad. Okay, you say he's a creepy stalker, but yet you're threatening to have the police come to his door. That's creepy too. Threaten Don's job. I didn't see that. I don't know. Okay, Darren, if I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm only telling you what I've seen. Okay, Darren, I'll put it on my community post, and then people can determine whether it sounds like a threat or not, because it most certainly sounded like a threat to me. You did not say I'm sending cops. You did not say that, Darren. But if okay, let me give you a perfect example, Darren. One day I was pissed off on here. I was pissed off on here. Hey, Captain Obby. And my kid had been doxxed or gone at or something, a troll account made with his picture, his name, whatever. And I blurted out, fuck you, if my kid ain't safe on here, neither are your kids. Do you know the number of people? Some of them quit speaking to me. A Discord lit up about it. And all I was doing was being mad and pissy. I came right back on the next day and said, all right, I was being mad and pissy. I ain't gonna fuck with nobody's kids. No point in rewinding Captain Obby because it's I was just talking about what I've seen. I've personally seen. I didn't see Capone dox Mandy Bell, but I asked Capone about it. I said, did you dox Mandy Bell's kids? Because that's fucking wrong. And he said, no, I put out her town and her address, or her town and her city and town, which has been put out a million times, but it's still wrong. He did, and there's a screenshot of it. So what did he put out her town and her state? Is that what he put out? Or did he put out, God, I hate to even rattle off an address because last time I rattled off something, Alicia swore I doxed her house, and all I said was siding falling off. And I didn't know if her house would even had siding. I just rattled something off. I mean, did he put 123 Main Street? I think all of y'all need to get on a panel and just have a battle royal, a mutual panel, not Darren's, not Don Marie's. I think y'all should just get on a panel and have a battle royale. I will say this, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. Trying to put out old Patreon chats of Laura's is fucked up because there are people in those chats that are no longer here to defend themselves or their words. So it's fucked up. And because I know Tyra, and I like Tyra, I don't have any problem with Tyra. Yeah, I had to block her because I wasn't going to let her be an emotional succubus to me. But I know Tyra is notorious for deleting her part of the conversations, which makes it totally unfair. Darren always talks about having proof, yet he never shows it when he goes live. He's all talk. Okay, that's coming from Miss Rachel, not me. I just read the chat, Darren. I believe Wendy B can tell you a thing about. Well, it's my. I asked, who is Darren? Where is he from? I mean, obviously Dublin or not, but where does he come from? What community is he from? A lot of people told me, oh, he's a nice guy. He's a little trolly, but he's a really nice guy. And then others, then I see screenshots or comments, and I'm like, well, that doesn't sound like a really nice guy. He may be a really nice guy. I don't fucking know. I've always known Darren to have a sense of humor. Janelle gave us the chats, and I don't even blame her for giving them. She told Tyra about it, and Tyra is, well, I don't see, this is all shit I'm not a part of. I exited Laura's long before any of you guys did. I will tell you, I don't give a shit who you are. Putting out old chats never turns out well. Ever. I don't know who Rachel is either, Darren. I have no idea who Rachel is. I tried to say it was Texas Girl and her husband, but I was wrong apparently. That's the thing. You don't have to know people who people are. Watch Janelle's video. The one who has those chats was from her server, was to Capone Don Marie and Capone, and now Capone is using that info on people in chats. Capone, if you're doing that, stop it. All right, Captain Avi. Darren, are you really going to get your knickers in a knot over me commenting on a comment that you made about the police showing up at Capone's? Do you even wear knickers? I saw a comment that you made about the police showing up at Capone's home. I made a comment about it, Darren. I've made it perfectly clear. I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know where you come from. I don't know what community you're from. I don't know who you're. I mean, you're obviously white knighting for some people, but hey, Capone white knights all the time. But I haven't seen Capone threaten the police on anybody. But if it's out there, send it to me. I'll take a look. Damn. Happy New Year. Yes, my name is Tracy. Darren, would you like my address and phone number? Just go ask Brian St. John. He'll tell you. Or Tina Dandridge and Savage. Go ask them. They'll tell you. I don't want anybody blocked in here unless they do dox or threaten. Because there's obviously two sides to this YouTube lab. There's obviously two sides to this battle going on. And I'm not on either side. You go commando. Nice to know. But don't get upset because I comment on a comment that you made. You put it out there for the public, Darren. If Capone's comments are out there for the public, they get. I mean, I kind of only read. I try to stay away from comment sections now. I like to read them. Wendy V has always had the best comment section. I used to love to go into her comment section. But Darren, you haven't put out proof that Capone doxed any kids. Where is the proof of that? All right, do you wear a kilt? You know, people, guys that wear kilts do go commando underneath them. Darren doxes Laura's kids and mom on his troll account. That's wrong too. But I haven't seen proof of that, Capone. Tracy, no thanks. I'm not interested in dinner. I'm married. Hello, Ash. Did I invite you to dinner? I met Darren at Vigilums. Okay, see, that's that whole group. That's that whole group of people that I don't know or go around. The orbiters or whatever Wendy V calls them. That's Dana, Groiper, Analyzer. That's that group. And I don't hang out over there. I misunderstood your comment. Okay, well, I'll go back and reread it. But anytime you bring up the police in a comment and you're directing it at somebody, it comes off very threatening. I mean, it is what it is. If I was to write a comment that says, you know, to Wanda, be careful, you never know when the police will show up at your door or whatever, then that to me, that's me making a veil threat to Tawanda. I would never say that. I would never call the police, nor would I send them after Tawanda, even though I've known Tawanda for a million years and still have no idea where she lives. I think I know the state, but it's just an uncomfortable comment. And if Capone is running around doxing, I have seen no proof that Capone doxed Mandy Bell's kids. No proof of that. That's just like the whole Queen Bee and Jonesin thing. Yes, Jonesin was freaky for foying Queen Bee, trying to catch her in a lie. There was no doxing of her children in that. Jonesin gave it to Center, which was creepy, and she's admitted this. But her Queen Bee's kids were never doxed in those documents. The fact that Jonesin reached out and got them, creepy. The fact that she gave them to fucking Center, creepy. But her kids were not doxed in it. Apparently, you do not have a fan with Rachel either, Darren. And when I say either, because Don Marie and Capone, I don't know you, dude. Anybody that I've said, where does he come from? Who is he? You know, most people have said, oh, he's a nice guy. He just likes to troll. He's a, you know, he's an unharmful troll. And when I saw your comment about police to Capone, I thought, okay, that's not cool. If people break the law, okay, but you haven't proven that he broke the law. Capone is not well and slow, and I'm helping him with the law. But Darren, you haven't proven. Yes, Mandy Bell has her town, even though I don't remember it, and I don't remember it for a reason because it means shit all to me. Uh, I mean, I do good to remember my own address and how to get home from certain places at this point in my life. Hello, crafting with Amanda. I don't talk to alts. I don't know who's in here under an alt. I don't know. I'm just saying what I saw, Darren, and your post was it wasn't cool. When you mentioned police, you're dog whistling. As I mentioned, I used to watch slightly, but I no longer do. I am a human with the right to my opinion. What's the problem with that? Nothing. Are you talking to me, Rachel, or are you talking to Darren? Oh, okay, good. Because I was like, oh, fuck, I'm in trouble with Rachel now. I don't even know who the fuck Rachel is. Yes, he said he put out her town and her state, which is wrong. But so are all the troll accounts that are running around with his picture and his name. And I don't see you doing anything to correct that, Darren. I mean, if you want to be the nice guy and you want to call out fuckery, well, now, Capone, you can't really say why is it Darren's business to fight Mandy and Pepper's battles. You can't really say that, Capone. You, of all people, can't say that because you went around for years fighting Laura's. I agree, Nina Katz. All the doxing needs to stop. I'm over it. I have been doxed so many times on here that it is what it fucking is. Just don't send the police. And CPS can't hurt me. But, I've had my phone number, my address, my town, all of it. My full name, everything's been doxed on here. It is what it is. It's an intimidation tactic. And when you no longer are intimidated by it, people stop doing it. Well, I mean, that's what actually what you have is I don't know if Darren is a male. I'm going to assume with the name Darren, it's a male. If it's a female, that's a pretty cool name for a female. I don't know. But you have two males out here because I do know Capone is a male. You have two males out here who are fighting battles for people on YouTube that you don't know from Adam's house cat other than a Discord or a voice call or something. So, Pepper is a shit starter, but she claims she's not. But Pepper's always, even when her and I were friends, she was a shit starter. I guess we've all got a little bit of stirring the pot and having to lick the spoon in us. I don't know. So we're gonna have any New Year's resolutions? Capone attacked me like he attacked everyone. Capone, Darren says you attacked him. I don't know. I didn't witness it. I don't know. Only thing I brought up was the fact that the comment that you made about the police is not cool, Darren. Darren leaked Don's Discord. Oh, good Lord, you two. I say we have a panel and y'all just battle it out. Just tell each other what everybody's done wrong. But I do not agree with the leaking of private chats. Mandy Bell doesn't need those chats. Nobody that wasn't in those chats need those chats. And I say that not because I'm in them, because I don't give a shit. If there's something in them that I said that was wrong, I'll correct it. You won't catch me in there doxing because I don't take the time to look up people's addresses and shit. I'm proud to say Mandy is a very good friend of mine. She has shared her children with me, their accomplishments throughout life as they have grown. Pepper and Zero and Mandy did not tell me what to do. That's what Darren said. Okay. I would hope that you're a grown man and don't get told what to do. I don't think Laura or Makeup Mobster or whoever that Capone has, Dawn Marie, or I don't believe they tell Capone what to do either. Okay, Darren says, sorry, it was a reminder to give Sam his medicine. Why are messages from 7 years ago still being? I don't know, Ash. All I know is, like I said, a few months ago, Janelle and I think Red, I don't know who was all in on it, but there was a scrolling video put out of old chats. And when I saw it, I noticed that, okay, I was in it, but big deal. But Serendipity was in it. And it upset me because I'm thinking, okay, you're going to take the words, and she's not here to defend her words, explain what she was talking about, nothing. And I told Janelle and them, and they took the video down. That's as much as I know about that. And then I hear, old chats, old chats, old chats, old chats. I don't give a shit to see those old chats. Hey, Ben, is Ben in here? How come I can't see Ben? Hey, Ben. Long time no see. I hope you had a good Christmas. I miss you, Ben. I miss all your craziness. I know you don't get crazy like that too much anymore, but oh Lord, burn those old chats. Exactly, Tawanda. I don't know why those old chats, the first round of chats that went out. I don't know, they didn't, all those things did was cause problems because nothing said in them was meant to be taken personal. I mean, okay, they were kind of personal, but nothing serious. Hey, Jonathan. Right. The community has moved on a long time ago. I mean, Everybody just dump your personal chats with people. Just dump them. And everybody can sit and pick through them. It's just ridiculous. And that's what I said, Ash. Most of those people, Merry Christmas, Jonathan. Most of those people aren't even around anymore. You know, but I will say that Janelle and whoever, I want to say it was Red Dragon, but whoever put that video together a couple months ago were very nice about it and they took it down. I simply explained to them, look, you're putting out chats that had people in them that are no longer here. Either they've passed away or they're just not on YouTube anymore. Nobody is going on your panel. You are all talking. You are boring. To Darren from Dublin from Rachel. Only people who have those chats are Janelle, Red Dragon, and Don Marie. Why did they want them? Capone is using the info on people in comments. Well, Tyra had them, Lab. Didn't Tyra have them? I don't know. I don't have them, and I'm in them. Look, Ben and Simon. No, I'm not using the info. I couldn't even open the chats. Capone did say that he couldn't open them before. I don't know. I don't have them. I don't think. I don't know. I haven't looked. I'm in them. I'm in there under Dr. Tooth or whatever. Red destroyed them. Red got rid of hers. I just don't understand the fascination with these old chats. I mean, did somebody break the Da Vinci Code while we was in there and I didn't see it? I don't know. And what if somebody did? Let's just say, somewhere in those chats is your docs. I don't know. I don't remember any doxing going on. So I don't know. But let's just say that your docs is in there. Laura's moved on to a whole different crowd to do her thing with then. But what are you going to do about it? Tracy, what have those chats got to do with Don at Capone? I don't know. I mean, Darren, if you're going to say that Capone doxed kids, then you should show that proof. Then that would explain why you wrote to him about the police showing up. Can you redact it? I have no idea, Jonathan, because I end up talking to the chat and I'll leave here as confused as when I went into it. I'm so confused about this whole Don Marie, Capone, Michelle, red, purple, and then just throw Dublin in there, who I know I was never in a chat with. Well, I don't know. I don't think I was ever in a chat with him unless he was under a different name. I wasn't. I don't know. I don't know why those chats are important. It just blows my mind. But the whole doxing shit, once you get past it, it's like whatever. It's like ripping a band-aid off. No, it's not cool. It shouldn't be done. But I'm tired of I swore after I got busted out on those two troll accounts, uh Daddy's Little Hoe, which was about Marianne, and I Snort My Pills, which was about Manderlin. I swore when I got busted out on those, I would never allow anybody to have anything to drop over, to hang over my head ever again. And I won't. Okay. Are you gonna post where he actually doxed her kids, Darren? Are you gonna post what he admitted to, which was doxing her city and her state? Janelle did let Tyra see because she was in them. You are correct on that. See, I don't know. The only thing I know is the video that came out a few months ago, and both Janelle and Red were both very kind. And when I voiced my opinion about Serendipity being in there and her words and her not being here to be able to defend her words or to explain her words, whatever they were, um, was not right. That's all, you know. And they were very kind, took the video down, apologized, and moved on. That's what I know. And then what I see between comment sections of Capone, Darren, Dawn, uh, Mandy Bell, I, I usually can't make heads or tails of Mandy Bell's videos. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's not a jab to, I miss Sarah too. It's not a jab at Mandy Bell. I just usually can't make heads or tails of it. Maybe because I don't know what the hell's going on. But Mandy makes very elusive. Is that the word? I guess if I was in the middle of it, I would know. I don't know. Obviously, Don and Capone want old chats to dox. They would have the chats, wouldn't they? I know, right, Ben? Ever since Molly told Mandy to you know what, and I don't know. If you all remember correctly, there was a screaming match on Laura's panel once between Mandy and Hello Starlight, and they're both screaming out each other's address. Now that I think about it, it was quite comical. The good old days. Truth bombs. When's your birthday next year? Where is Truth Bombs? You mean me? My birthday? It's coming up in January, if I make it that long. Every day is a struggle, you little whippersnappers. I'm the old hag of YouTube. Rachel says you have no ability to deal with strong, intelligent women, Darren. Oh, your birthday's in January too, Jonathan? Well, happy coming up birthday. That's not an address, Darren. Once again, stop twisting things. Oh, geez, oh, Pete. So, did everybody have a good Christmas? Okay. You all know that I dabble over there in the LCU. And it's funny because Alicia, when she went live about me, I don't know, a week or so ago, she said, I thought she moved on to the low cows. It's just a different group of low cows, Alicia. You're a low cow. It's just a whole different group. But Alicia has been very quiet about me for the last few days, and I hope she had a very good Christmas. Looks like her life is on point. So I'm sure she had a lovely Christmas, and I love that for her. But Savage Live is over there. She's back on Queens. Well, you all heard me talk about Fat Camp. Keemstar had Fat Camp, and a bunch of them went, and Savage got a little drunk and did or did not show her hoo-ha. I personally believe she did. Well, she says she didn't, but then the other night she gets up on a panel lit as usual because Savage stays lit pretty much, and she says, "Well, I got news for you. Any videos of pictures come out of my," she probably said the P word, but I won't. "I got $20,000 sitting in the bank waiting for an attorney." Okay, first of all, Savage, you denied it happened, so how could there be pictures and videos? Secondly, anybody would be crazy to put those out. Thirdly, if you're going to sue somebody, $20,000 isn't going to get you very far, so you better run over to Queen Bee and ask her how to do fundraising for, or Granny's watching can tell you how to do fundraising for attorney fees, or a barbecue lady or whoever. I'll send you Janelle's video she did recently. Oh, okay. I haven't seen it. I thought with the new tags, how I think mine is the Truth 001 or something. I don't know. You know how people's got tags now? I thought that prevented people from cloning accounts. Thank you. Didn't that prevent people? I mean, how are cloned accounts working now? Somebody explain it to me. I thought the new tags they put on us prevented that. I mean, I know you can always create an account like with a picture and a name, and it can be anything. God knows my son has been all over this freaking platform by groups of people. But Tawanda, it can't have the same tag number, can it? Hello, Jenna Moon. I hope you're doing good. Somebody was asking about you the other day, and I told them that I hadn't talked to you, but I did see you in a chat. I hope your journey is going okay, Jenna. They can still have the same name, but the @ has to be unique. So there will be some difference in the @ Okay, thank you, Ash. So maybe that's what we need to start. Since everybody's running around talking about cloned accounts still. Maybe we need to start checking the @ sign or whatever it is. I don't know. Like I said, any day I'll show you where mine says switch accounts and there's not another account to switch to because I don't have another account. This is it. I got busted in my 2 troll accounts. I admitted it in front of 900 people. I got laughed at. I got ridiculed. I deserved it. And I moved on. And after that, I was like, well, I won't do that again. Some people learn from their mistakes on here, some don't. You don't like it because is it harder to tag people or something? Oh shit. I'm hitting buttons tonight. I don't know what's going on here. I'm hanging in there for the most part. Got some knock days, but I'll be okay no matter what. Thanks, Tracy. Aw, Jenna, hit me up if there's anything I can do. I don't know what I could do. Tracy, your friend Capone said I doxed Laura's mom and kids. I have met watched Laura and don't know. Well, Capone should have to put out the proof then. That's what I said. Y'all just need to get on a panel and show each other shit. And I don't mean private text. I mean, show where Capone did this and you did that, and both of you either own it or move on. Right, Simon? That's why I said when Diane talked about going live after the first of the year and wanted to have a panel,
I don't see where it's that big of a deal if she wants to do that. I don't know why it had to be like shot down so hard today in Wendy B's, but I don't know, Jonathan, what word? Did I use the right word? Let me go see, Jonathan, if I'm using the right word. The truth, everyone trolls, but there is redemption. Good word. That is the right word. I don't need redemption. What I did was wrong. Um, I made troll accounts that were not nice, directed at someone's addiction and someone's lifestyle. And it was just wrong and it was stupid. And I got caught and I deserved everything I got up on Diane's panel that night. And I learned from it. So I have the video, it's in a vault. Tracy, I said last week for Don and Capone to get on panel. They don't. They sit in chats. Well, Darren, I don't think they want to come on your panel because that's not a very fair playing field. All Capone does is attack the chat in Science Girls and Makeup Mobsters and makes them feel uncomfortable. Well, does Science Girl and Makeup Mobster know how to? I mean, they loved him when he left Laura and ran to them. They loved Capone then. Do they not know how to hit a block button? I saw Dawn Marie go into Alicia's and ask that a dox be taken out of Capone. Oh, yeah, the Benny Keys and Savage thing. Yeah. She just sounded ridiculous. In one breath, she's saying that everybody's lying that she didn't do it. And then people sucking up to her that, like Gidgey and Xylee, and it's like, whatever. Especially when Xylee was one of them that came forward to say it absolutely did happen. But okay, I agree with Savage. It shouldn't be conversation anymore. But if you're going to get up there and threaten to sue people, then it happened, Savage. Dawn Marie doxed Science Girl. Everybody knows Science Girl's real name. Science Girl has doxed her real name 112 times on here to prove her education, her work history, whatever. So that one I've got to disagree with you on, Darren. So people like Laura again, or people went back to Laura. No, they didn't go back to Laura. But it's kind of like Ash, how I get accused of being a Laura supporter because, and Alicia calls me a Laura supporter all the time. But I get accused of being a Laura supporter because I choose not to go live about Laura and her fuckery every day or 3 times a week or whatever. I just don't want to breathe that much air into Laura. But no, they didn't go back to Laura. I know some people are like pissed off because private conversations, a phone call was made with Laura or a text message was exchanged with Laura. Who gives a fuck? What about everybody else's fuckery? Well, whose fuckery would you like to talk about? Diane TV Earned. Did I read that right? Earn. Diane TV Earn. Capone was Laura Simp, and now he's simping for Don. Okay, but you're simping for Zero and Mandy Bell. So who cares? Just quit the doxing and shit. I don't have any fuckery either, Ash. I haven't had fuckery in years. Hey, Badger Mayhew. Sup, homies? Happy New Year, people. Gotta drive to work. Be careful. Darren, you're doing the same thing that Capone does. You're running into chats defending Zero and Pepper and Mandy Bell, and Capone's going into chats defending Dawn and who else? So if you don't like the word simping, okay, then I'll take that off the table. No, Tracy, Capone lied about Darren, so he gets to answer to him, period. I can fight my own battles. Um, okay, Zero, but I only commented on what I saw Darren write. And what he wrote was telling Capone that about the police showing up at his door. And if anybody else wrote that, Zero, that would be considered a veiled threat. See, notice how nobody's blocked in here? Hey, Tyra. So, Capone, when you come after me and my mental health, you know nothing about. Why did you did that? No need to go low. No one simps for me. Well, Tyra, I mean, no one ever told me to fight Capone. This would be so much interesting if it was on a panel and I'm not sitting here reading chats or reading comments. Well, you say you don't know where he lives, but how does anybody know if you know where he lives? Capone says, because you're giving everybody the Discord chats, Tyra. Capone lied and said, I sent Darren after Ash. That was a lie. Capone, you don't know if Zero sent Darren anywhere. I'm putting every one of you motherfuckers in your corners. Go to your corners. In this corner, Darren from Dublin, weighing in at, I don't know what you weigh, Darren. I don't know what Capone weighs. You don't want to know what I weigh. I did not. Janelle and Michelle did. I did not give you shit. Huh, I did not. Wait, someone is coming after me? No, different Ash. They're talking about Republican Ash. I didn't send anyone anywhere. They are grown. Now, Zero, I must agree with you there. I can't stand when people say so and so made me do it. You are an adult. You do what you do. That's like when people say Laura made me do it. No, Laura never made you do anything. If you did something, you chose to do it. It's real easy to say, I'm not doing that. I have been told that Red didn't give the chats to anybody that Janelle did. I don't know who gave them out. I don't know who's using them for ammo, but it needs to stop. No one has the power to send anybody anywhere, Zero. Tyra, I will say that you are notorious for erasing your messages, erasing your part of a situation. I can speak on that personally. That's kind of how I feel, Zero. Who gives a fuck about chats from 2019? Move the fuck on. Now, I will say that I could see Mandy Bell wanting those chats to see if her name was mentioned in them and to use them to go at Laura. I could see that. I'm not saying that she did or did not, but I could definitely see that. Right. Here comes Ash. Hello, Ash. Hope you had a nice day the other day. Capone, you told me that Pepper was doing stuff behind my back in some troll accounts. Let's see. In some trolls community posts, and you still haven't shown me proof. I'm upset. That's per Republican Ash. They made me do it as a huge excuse nowadays. Brittany makes everyone do all kinds. Yeah, Ash. I've never ever agreed um with the somebody made me do something. Allegedly, we are all adults here, and nobody has ever made me do anything on the internet. If I did something fucked up, I did it all by myself. Yes, after the first chats got out, Tracy, damn bet your ass I have trust issues. Don Marie, what are the lies that are being ran in here? I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to rewind and just take back the fact that I ever saw Darren from Dublin's comment about the police coming to Capone's. Because I know shit all to do with any of this. Capone, I don't have Discord app on my phone. I'm not going to download it. I have Instagram, though. Okay, I agree that with you there for a little bit, Darren, but you haven't put up proof that Capone docs Mandy Bell's kids. Just like you're running around saying Don Marie or whoever doxed, uh, I don't know, who did you say? Did you say Capone did it? Doxed Alicia's full name. Alicia has doxed her full name. Tyra has been obsessed with these people. Tyra blocked all of us, period. We have been asking you for 2 years already. I do know Tyra was very upset over losing friendships and did message me about it. Again, I was just an ear to bend. I don't know anything. Does her kids live with her? I have no idea, Darren, whose kids live with who. But you're trying to say that people are doxing people that have been doxed on here for 100 years. I don't get to go and complain if somebody drops my name somewhere, which now I'm sure it'll happen, but because it doesn't bother me anymore. The only thing that bothers me is when my son, who is not on YouTube, enjoy your dinner, Zero. Darren from Dublin. I did not know Science Girl's name. Well, then you just ain't been around and you're just falling into a brand new community that you don't know anything about, Darren. Mandy docs someone's picture because Tyra is giving her that info. Well, I mean, you don't know that it's Tyra giving it to her. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. I think you all should get on panel and just battle it out. I think it would be really, what is it called? Cathartic? Is that the right word? Cathartic? I think it would be great if Darren, Capone, Don Marie, Tyra. Well, I don't even think Darren has to be there. If just all of the ex Patreons that left Laura in this last Exodus got on panel and told each other what, unless Darren was a Patreon, I don't know. Just get on panel and a battle of Nadia or Nada. These people are gross as fuck. I will say that Mandy Bell docs Nadia's picture. I had never seen what Nadia looked like. And Darren, I don't hear you calling that out, but I don't think Dawn lives with her daddy, and who cares? I live with my brother. That doesn't make me a failure, although I kind of am. But that doesn't make, who cares if Dawn Marie lives with her father? Maybe her father's ailing and needs help. Well, I'm being told that you all trolled Darren. I'm being sent screenshots every day of this is Darren under an alt account, or this is Darren under a troll account, or this is Capone under a troll account, or this is so and so under a troll account, or this is so and I see that shit all the time, and right, you don't know if she's taking care of him. Tawanda takes care of her dad every day. Does that make Tawanda a failure? I mean, come on. I don't see the whole getting on people for living at home. I mean, hell, do kids even move out of the house nowadays prior to being 35? I know I couldn't wait to get out of the house, not because I didn't love my mama, but because I wanted to be, I wanted to do me and not have rules. And I can't imagine being so unfulfilled in life that people do this. It's terrible. I just don't know why y'all can't come to some sort of agreement, you know? Yes, the housing and living expenses these days, I don't blame people for. I'm with you, Miss Leah. Ash says she lives with her parents and it's okay. I love my parents very much and I enjoy their company. There's nothing wrong with living with family members. See? Darren, is Republican Ash a failure? See, you got to be careful what you say. And trust me, if Capone would have said in here that so and so lives with their father, I'd have said, whoa, Capone, not cool. Why are we throwing flags? See, only you all know these little jabs between each other. I don't know what a flag has to do with anything. I mean, are you trying to dock somebody from that country? I don't know. Don Marie gave Darren Capone's pick. I've never even have seen it. Why would Don Marie do that? She's good friends with Capone. I'm not saying she didn't do it. I'm just saying, why would she? Capone says no, she didn't. I don't know. You all, oh my God. This goes deep. Just think all these messages that are being sent to me, I must be like ignoring them a little bit, reading them, responding, and just throwing them away because this is like really fucked up, all of this. How is Capone harassing women? He's doing the same thing, Darren, that you're doing. Oh, God. Don Marie, send your nudes to... Oh, my God. No, Darren, I don't release private messages. Sorry, I don't play that game. Unless I have to prove myself. Then I don't do that. You got to remember, I wasn't in the original chat with the first group, but I go way back in Laura's chats, and I don't. Darren harasses women and goes after people. See how they can flip that around there, Darren? I don't know. Why don't one of y'all? Yeah, they are wilding out. Why don't somebody go live, a neutral panel, go live, all of you take a link and just beat the hell out of each other with words, and then you can move on. And people can stop talking about people's families, and people can stop putting pictures of people up, and people can stop doxing cities and states, and people can stop using police as a tactic. I mean, Don, stop attacking. Oh, good Lord. I don't think Don attacked the LGBTQ community. And my God, we got Republican ass sitting in here. It, okay, foul. I'm calling a foul on that one. Darren says he'll be live tomorrow. Okay. Enjoy your live. But I don't think they're going to take a link on your panel, Darren, because it's not neutral. It's not a neutral panel. You need somebody who is neutral. I don't care. I moved on months ago. I don't know, Lab. I don't know. I know some people were getting accused of still having phone calls with Laura and shit. And who is Darren? I have no idea, Badger. I will show proof that Don doxed Capone. Okay. But it can't be no fake screenshots. And we've had those roll around in this community. Remember Pepper, Kiki? When you went after, God rest her soul, Lisa from West Virginia? We can't have that. I don't even know how you prove a screenshot anymore. Good Lord. I take it nobody's sitting around looking at their opened presents, sipping hot chocolate, wrapped in a fuzzy blanket right now, chilling. Don told me Capone is a virgin. Oh, and we care why? I mean, Capone will probably tell you he's a virgin. I had a conversation with Laura, and Don Marie was mad when I left and thought if she told that when it would break up our friendship. It was really stupid. Good Lord. I know, right, LaDonna? Oh, speaking of those little popcorn containers, I got my Lab still talks to Laura. Laura admitted it. Who cares? I got my brother a popcorn. I always get him the worst Christmas presents. I swear. I got him one of those old fashioned like popcorn machines like in the movie theater. And it just looks confusing. It's going to be hard to clean. I always get him the worst. And I don't mean to, because I absolutely adore this brother. But one year I got him the foot massager that was known as the bone crutcher. And thanks, Bolo. I am fine, Ash. I am fine. I hope you are well. Hope everybody's well. I know you're not into the Christmas hoopla, Ash, so I won't ask how your Christmas went. I hope you had a good, peaceful day. Now I done messed up my chat. I can only see one comment at a time, which I was having fun with all those comments being fired. Now I can only see one at a time. See, but see where I stand at? I'm an old Patreon of Laura's from way back that left long before all these other people did. I have no beef with any of them. I'm not in, and so for me to sit and watch the back and forth, I'm not going to form an opinion. You know, I know what one side says. I know what the other side says. Unless somebody goes live and just puts out all the proof, and then I'll probably still, hey, LaDonna. Oh yeah, I already talked to her. Unless people go live and just put out all their proof without doxing, and then I'll probably still stay in the middle because I don't give a fuck. I don't care who talks to Laura. I don't care who doesn't talk to Laura. Trust me, if Laura says something on her live and I don't like it, I ain't above picking up my phone and cussing her out. Daggone it. Why did I mess up my chat? I trust Dawn. I don't have any problem with Bolo, right? I know. Imagine being here narrating it. Now, Ash is saying if you guys are okay with that, but I don't know what Ash said originally because my chat's messed up. I have a good idea. Why don't you drop a link? I don't know how to do all that anymore, Ash. I think I'm on the free StreamYard, and I don't know how to do that anymore. I think I'm on the cheap StreamYard. I will have no problem with that. She only did that after I left. Oh, damn it. Now I'm going to try to refresh and see if I get my chat back. Because I'm only getting one comment at a time, and it's impossible to keep up with you all. Hold on. I'm going to try to refresh. Hang tight. Refresh.
It didn't fix it. Now I'm never going to be able to narrate it because I'm only getting one comment at a time now. Now I'll never keep up with it. Damn it. But I did talk on the one shitty gift that I got one brother, the popcorn machine, which when he comes home from work today and says, "What's for dinner?" I'm probably gonna laugh and say popcorn. But my other brother, I got him because he's always out on his boat or in the woods and he lives on this big piece of property. But I got him some night vision binoculars. We had such a good time with those, I swear. I tried to get my sister to go hide in the cornfield across the road and crouch down to see if we could see her. She wouldn't do that. So instead, we all went in the dark closet and see what we could see, and then we went out in the backyard and turned off the motion light. And my sister has a very large yard, and it's all fenced in, like kind of like a horse farm kind of fencing. And we made the dogs go all the way to the corner of the yard, and we could. It was cool. I'm as neutral as an old tractor, right, Tawana? Because I don't know shit. I don't know who's doing what. I just know what everybody says everybody's doing. And I can't follow Mandy Bell's videos. I can't. I try. Ooh, I just missed a big comment. I don't know who it was from, but I just missed it. Oh, it was from Capone. Good to see you, LaDonna says to Simon. Tawanda, I was talking about leaving Laura. Asked 274 said you can have people on panel with free. Shut up, Bolo. Shut up. Truth, what is the next future of communication? I don't know, Jonathan. I don't think I'll be around when that happens. It's like these new Ubers that are coming to pick people up with no driver. I don't want to ride in it. I don't, I feel like I have no control. I mean, not that I would have control if somebody else was driving an Uber, but I don't want to, I don't want to do that. That seems freaky to me. And then when the electric fucked up in San Francisco or wherever, a big city, wherever it was, all the Uber cars that are no driver Uber cars, whatever they all kind of like stopped. It was a madhouse. I don't want to do that though. Now, I will say that my nephew who lives out in Colorado has one of those Teslas that drives itself. And my brother and his wife, his parents, my nephew's parents, went to Colorado and they rode in it, but I don't want to do it. Wonder when we're going to get glass phones. I don't know. You know what I do not want to happen, Jonathan, is smell-o-vision, or I don't, like I don't want to smell the person on the other end of the phone, their breath, nothing. Although I do watch a lot of cooking videos, and I would, so maybe I don't know. Ash, I'm the only one trying to go up. Truth is, what happened to Kiki? I have no idea what happened to Kiki. I'm the only one trying to go up. Truth is on my side. The others hide. No, no, no. Wait a minute, Darren. Wait a minute, Darren. No, no, no. Don't put me on a side. Mm-mm. Don't do that, because I'm not on a side. No, 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 no. No, no. I'm normally have no problem taking a side and oh, you mean the actual truth. Okay. And that, folks, is why I need to change my name because the word truth gets said in a chat so often. Sorry, I thought you meant me. I was like, whoa, no, 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 don't put me on a side. I don't want a side. I've got people that I talk to on both sides of this. I wasn't involved in none of it. I know nothing. All I know is I'm in those old chats that was originally put out that also contained serendipity. And I have a problem with her not being here to be able to defend her words or explain her words. That's it. Tracy, do you believe Laura is a reptilian? No, no, no. I believe Laura's a lot of things, but I never looked at her as a lizard or whatever. Okay, Ash, thanks. Man, I hate only getting one comment at a time now. But no, I do not believe Laura is a reptilian. I think she is a human being that has no empathy, no sympathy, no self awareness. But no, I do not believe she is a reptilian. Now, I would have thought that question would have come from Jonathan, but all right. I know, Ash, when I'm listening to that drama and the truth is being thrown around, and I'm like, oh God, not me, not me, not me. Because I never type. Laura is a lizard. Cool. I'm just, somebody just asked me. Uh, Sorry, Tracy, just woke up and seen your live came in. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I hope you had a Merry Christmas too, Tawanda. Snake, maybe, Tawanda says. I mean, Tyra. Did I say? No, that's a whole different one, Bolo. Truth Bombs is a whole different one. I think that's from Savage's community. I think she hangs over in the. I think. I don't know. Sometimes I agree with Truth Bombs over in those chats. Sometimes not so much. But no, this other Truth is a dude, which I could be confused for a dude based on my voice. I mean, I've had a lot of trolls come in here and say Truth Bombs loves Denmark, yes, which I think Denmark is a fucking whatever. Not the country, not the country Denmark. I have nothing against the country of Denmark. I'm talking about a YouTube personality. Oh, by the way, I got a couple bottles of perfume. I got me a bottle of Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I don't remember what the other one was. I don't remember. Right, a lot of new accounts, and that's just people changing their names. I could care less about all those chats. Why are we still bringing stuff up in the past 6? I agree. I agree. I think they should just all be dropped, and I think Darren and Capone should just battle it out, have a battle royale. Elevated Truth. Yes. I think that's his name. That's all over there in that Brittany J hoopla. I don't understand that. I have tried to listen to Brittany J. I cannot. I have tried to listen to the people that attack Brittany J every day. I cannot. I do think it's comical that Laura goes after Brittany J repeatedly every day over something that she's already experienced. And Laura hated it when it was being done to her, and now she's doing it to Brittany J. But apparently, talking about Brittany J brings money and views. Kind of like the old Bullhorn Betty shit. Whatever happened to good Bullhorn Betty? Is she locked up? Is she out? Is she solving crime? Is she committing crimes? What's going on with good old Bullhorn Betty? A pole dancing. Now that would be. Captain Abby says she calls him elevated anger. He is an angry man. Right. Bella says I used to defend BJ, but then realized that it's all any of it is about is money. Money. I can give you a whole list of reasons that I really quit watching this community and went to the other locales that actually admit that they're locales. Let me see. I wrote it down one day why I quit listening to this community. Let me give you a little rundown. Shanann Watts, Bella, Cece, Nico, Summer Wells, Gannon Stout, Cash Gernon, Monkey Vaughn, Quentin Simon, Sebastian Rogers. There's just a small list of why I quit listening to this part of the community. because none of those children, none of those missing people, none of those victims of being unalived have gotten the respect by the majority, not all, but by the majority of the people that claim to be true crime on this platform. It's sad when I don't even want to hear an update about a missing child. I won't even click on an update about Summer Wells or Sebastian Rogers from most of these people. There's a few, like I like Michelle Walks. You know, she has her dog. She's always walking like in the England fog. I like her. I'll listen to her. Um, anybody that claims J for Justice, Cluminati, any of them that claim to be true crime, I'll listen to Chasing Truth. Because I gotta be honest with you, Chasing Truth, like her or not, she has one of those voices. I mean, she could read a fucking phone book, and she just has one of those voices. So I did listen to her. I was reading the appellate brief for Richard Allen in Delphi. And I mean, you're talking 2,400 pages or something. So I was trying to read it and I was getting bored and my eyes were starting to cross and all kinds of things were going on. So I started listening to Chasing read the appellate briefs because she has a voice that's, you know, and I know she does her little bit of drama and, that shit too and whatever. I mean, drama is fun until it's not. Drama is fun until it's not. And when it's not, is when it's continuously five, six, seven, eight channels going at the same person every day, all day, which is what happened with Bullhorn Betty, Molly Golightly, Bullhorn Betty, Laura, BJ. That's when it became not fun anymore. And I'm only going back to a certain point. But when it's five or six channels doing the same content on the same person day in and day out, and now Laura, who hated it being done to her, so much so that she picked up a fucking burner phone and called CPS on somebody that was doing it to her. Now she's doing it to someone else. Yeah, no self awareness there. Jay's Discord, Blue's Discord is full of lunatics. I don't ever want to be in a Discord with those people. I'm pretty happy with the Discords that I'm in, which are just a couple little ones. Um, Discord gets very like Keemstar's Discord over there. I would never, ever join that Discord. I don't care that you do. If you do, you do. But it's just not, no. Number one, I can't keep my mouth shut, so I'm going to probably get kicked out of it really quick, anyways. It's not the $10 that you got to pay to be a part of it. That's not a big deal. But I would get kicked out. Hello, salty mama. Jay is a vile grifter. I will agree with that. I will definitely agree with that. But so many of them are. So, you know what I'm looking forward to? When everybody has to file their taxes this year on all this money they've made on YouTube. Hope they put some of that back. Right. I know you can have free Discord. Yes. And those are the ones I belong to. Not because I'm a tight ass, because I'm a nosy bitch. And if there was one out there that I wanted to pay $10 to be a part of, I definitely would. But I couldn't be in one like Keemstars because number one, you have to give up so much of your private information to be in there. And number two, I couldn't keep my mouth shut. So I would get kicked out. You got a big bottle of Calvin Klein Obsession for men. You can't wear it because you're on a respirator. I didn't know you were on a respirator, Simon. What do you mean by a respirator? You mean you're on oxygen? I don't pay for Discords either, Ash. I mean, I would if there was one that I felt like would be worth it and that I wouldn't get kicked out of real quick for running my mouth. Are you talking about oxygen, Simon? The truth whispers. Psst, guess what? What? Jonathan? I don't know. Guys, I have what Discord charges now? Oh, there's several, Ash, that if you want to be a part of their Discord, you have to be a member of their channel at a certain amount. Laura's been doing that forever, hadn't she? I don't know. I don't know. But I have a ton of dishes to do, and just, it's muddy outside, so I've got muddy paw prints I need to mop up. One of the dogs is on steroids, which means he's peeing a lot, so it- I got to take him out every 10 minutes, so I don't have to take him out. I just open the door and let him out. It's not that big a deal. I'm not complaining. Um, but is anybody gonna do a New Year's resolution? Go ahead and put it in here so I can screenshot it and say you cheated. I'm probably not gonna do one because I think I'm damn near perfect. I don't think there's anything I need to change about myself. I'm kidding. Oh God, that's gonna get clipped to hell and back. So anytime I sleep, anytime I sleep, it's a home respirator. It's 4 liters of oxygen continuously throughout the day whenever I'm awake. Which one? When you're sleeping or when you're awake? Or just all the time? Either way, I hope you're doing well, Simon. I mean, I'm prescribed oxygen too. I never use it um, unless I feel like something's coming on, then I might, you know, do a shot or two of it. Use it for an hour or two. I should use it more often, probably when I sleep. But I don't know, Ash. You can go live. I know I got a ton of shit to do. I just popped in to say hi. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. If you don't celebrate it, I hope you had a good day. Um, the tomfoolery around here, like I said, I was a little shocked at Wendy V, how she kind of went at Diane a little bit, but I don't. Maybe she didn't mean it that way. I don't know. Um, then Laura's community post about Brittany J over exaggerating the price of a Nintendo Switch and a Mario Kart. And then in her comments, somebody says, "Why do you care?" And she says, "I don't like being lied to." I was like, "What the fuck do you care if you didn't give money towards it?" See, that's the problem. Everybody goes live trying to convince others, like all these people that go at Laura. Do you think you're going to get people to change their mind about Laura? Do you think people are just going to say, "Oh, I watched a video and or I watched a live stream talking about Laura and I'm not going to support her anymore." It ain't happening. People support who they support. Eh, Dawn says she has some smoke for me. What does that mean, Tracy? I don't speak Brooklyn. Um, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's a threat unless you think she's going to smoke a joint and blow it in your face or something. Fuck, I don't know, Darren. I don't think she's threatening you. I mean, no more of a threat than I guess. I don't know. No, I don't think she's threatening you. Is she flirting? I doubt she's flirting. I don't know. Somebody posted a video. I had no idea who the picture of the person was, but apparently it was Dawn, and Dawn messaged me and said, "That's my picture." And I was like, "Well, I had no idea. That's not right to do. I don't need to know what Dawn looks like. I don't need to know what anybody that's never cammed up looks like. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that. If you haven't been on camera, then you choose not to show your identity. And I mean, I don't go on camera anymore, because I'm fat, and I didn't used to be so fat. Although Alicia has a couple thumbnails up of me where I look really, really fat. One of them has to be like altered because I do not have a shirt that says I'm a hypocrite. I do not have a little white dog, and I have no idea whose porch that is. So when I first saw that thumbnail, I thought, dang, I look fat in that. Dang, I don't have a t shirt that says that. Whoa, wait a minute. I don't have a little white dog. So I have no idea whose porch it is, whose dog it is, whose t-shirt it is. And I'm not that fat yet. I might be someday. Who knows? Yeah, I was like, it's about me. It's my picture, it's my face, but it's sitting on a strange porch. I even took a screenshot of it and sent it to somebody. And I was like, okay, whose porch, whose shirt, whose dog? Obviously it's me, but I'm sitting on a stranger's porch wearing a stranger's t-shirt, and a stranger's dog is sitting next to me. That's kind of funny, though, I think. You wish you had a big red dog? I have a big brown dog and a big black and white dog. To me, that's kind of funny, though. I mean, kudos to Alicia. That's kind of funny. I was just wondering whose porch I was sitting on. Fuck. Maybe I had a few cocktails at the VFW and went and sat on somebody's porch and had a live stream. I don't know. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. No harm, no foul. I hope that Darren and Capone and Dawn and Zero and everybody says they just want to be left alone. I've seen Zero say it. I've seen Mandy Bell say it. I've seen Tyra Boo say it. I've seen Dawn say it. I've seen Capone say it. I've seen Red Dragon say it. Everybody says they just want to be left alone. Well, it sounds like to me that's pretty easy. If everybody just wants to be left alone, then leave it alone. No, I'm never coming back, Jonathan. Yeah, I got to get I got to get the dishes. Yes, Jonathan, I will be back, but it won't be today. Like I said, I got muddy dog paws all over the dining room. Even though I did get a new dog mat, my son bought it. It's great. It doesn't do everything. But either way, you guys have a great day and probably see you or talk to you. I won't see you because that's threatening sounding. But I will see you guys probably before the new year. Thank you, Bolo, for the donation, and I will see you guys around the tubes.